Welcome back everyone to another episode of TRNM, and in today's episode, we will be discussing my top 10 bucket list parks in the United States. The main draw to this park for me, personally, is the coaster lineup, with coasters such as Wonder Woman, Superman, and Iron Rattler. Two awesome looking RMCs and two great looking B&Ms, the other B&M being Goliath, which is a Batman the Ride clone. The rest of the park looks like, your generic Six Flags park, but nevertheless, this for me is a must-do park. Once again, the reason this park is on here is because of the coaster lineup. For instance, you have an amazing looking B&M Hyper, Goliath, the original B&M Flyer with Superman, and Wicked Cyclone, an RMC hybrid, which in itself is a good reason to come out to this park, only for that coaster. This also appears to be one of the better looking Six Flags parks, so I am very much looking forward to this park. There are multiple reasons as to why I want to go to this park. Not only does this park have an amazing coaster lineup, with Voyage, Legend, Raven, and Thunderbird, but the overall style of this park looks great. From the pictures and the videos that I've personally watched, Holiday World looks to have like an old-fashioned style with modern thrills packed in there. Those modern thrills, of course, being the aforementioned roller coasters. And another thing I'm looking forward to with Holiday World is Hollywood Nights. I could go into detail with Hollywood Nights, but I'm actually going to leave that for a separate video that'll be coming out soon. Just as with Holiday World, Kentucky Kingdom looks to have an amazing atmosphere along with a great coaster lineup. Some of these coasters include Storm Chaser, an RMC Steel coaster, Kentucky Flyer, a Gravity Group family coaster, and T3, a Vekoma SLC. Actually, disregard the SLC. Sorry, Vekoma, but I think you know just as well as the enthusiast, and the GP for that matter. Anyways, Kentucky Kingdom looks like a great park, and I hope I can get there for Keys to the Kingdom this coming year. Once again, the natural feel of the park and the coasters make the cake. The park overall looks aesthetically pleasing and very nicely presented. This park also boasts a solid coaster collection, with Manta, a Mack family launch coaster, Electric Eel, which is a Premier Ride Skyrocket 2, Journey to Atlantis, a Mach water coaster, Tidal Twister, a Skyline Skywarp, and new for 2020, Emperor, a B&M dive coaster. All this together easily puts SeaWorld San Diego on my bucket list. This park looks insane. They have an almost perfect coaster collection with awesome landscaping. I can't wait to get on some of these iconic coasters like Diamondback, Mystic Timbers, Banshee, The Beast, and to top it all off, their new Giga Coaster, Orion. That thing looks absolutely insane. I think this is probably the third video where I mention Magic Mountain. While the landscaping of the park really isn't the best, it makes up for that with their awesome selection of coasters. With rides like X2, Tatsu, Twisted Colossus, Superman, Full Throttle, and West Coast Racers, how can this park not be on anyone's bucket list? Unless you've already been to Magic Mountain, of course. This looks to be one of, if not the best, Cedar Fair parks. It's got awesome looking coasters, and the park itself looks absolutely amazing. Now, what kind of coasters could this park have to put it at number 3? Afterburn, a B&M invert, Copperhead Strike, a Mack multi-launch, Intimidator, a B&M hyper, and to top it all off, Fury 325. This is definitely the most shocking part of this video. But I will say right out front that I have nothing bad to say about Cedar Point whatsoever. In fact, this park is on the verge of perfection. It's got a near perfect coaster collection with only 2 major gaps, which are a modern wooden coaster and a flying coaster. The setting for this park is absolutely perfect, with the beach side and on its own little peninsula. That is just fantastic right there. What am I most excited for with Cedar Point? Well, Raptor, Millennium Force, Maverick, and of course, Steel Vengeance. But what park could I possibly want to visit more than Cedar Point? Here is that answer. I want to go to Dollywood more than Cedar Point. Boom. I said it. But why? Why do I want to visit Dollywood instead of Cedar Point? Well, to be honest, it's a mixture of things. First, it's a beautiful park. Just absolutely stunning. Second, it has an awesome coaster lineup with Dragonflyer, Wild Eagle, and of course Lightning Rod, just to name a few. But most importantly, the setting. Dollywood is in Pigeon Forge near Gatlinburg in Tennessee. That is by far my absolute favorite region of the country. Up in the mountains. I really can't explain why that is. It really just is. It's just me. Anyway, that is pretty much exactly why I would want to visit Dollywood before I would visit Cedar Point. And there is my 10 bucket list parks for the United States. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of TRNM. If you have an idea for a future video, feel free to leave it in the comments. In the next episode, we will be taking a look at the future of Busch Gardens Tampa. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.